Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a great day. It's a little bit cold where I'm at, about negative 35 degrees Fahrenheit, so I hope it's warmer where you are, and if not, I hope you get to stay inside just like me. Today, we're going to cover the updated version of the TaoTronics wireless Bluetooth headphones. If you watched my previous video, you know that I reviewed the TaoTronics TT-BH040s, and I really quite liked them. I really thought that they compared favorably to the Bose QC25 and QC35, especially for under that $60 price point. I think that's a great price point for what you get. So I was really intrigued by the updated version. I know when I go look at the Amazon page for the TT-BH022s, it keeps suggesting to go look at the newer version, which is the TT-BH040s. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So first of all, this is again a sub $60 headphone. So I paid $59.99 I think plus tax, so I guess it was a little over $60. So you know, it was right around the same price. The BH22s were $57.99, so a little bit cheaper for an older model, but you know, still really comparable. So the first thing I want to point out is how massive this case is. We can see it right here next to the Bose case. This is I still think a little bit big for my backpack when I travel. So this is pretty much a no-go for me. Now, it doesn't affect me because I don't plan on traveling with these, but this is something to take in consideration if you have a smaller backpack like I do that zips off of my Osprey for my day pack. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the case, and then we'll cover the features of the headphone next. Alright, so it just comes with a little bag here. It's like just the user guide, pretty standard stuff. Comes with the USB charging cable because these do have built-in rechargeable batteries, so you don't need to lug any of those with you. It does have a 3.5 millimeter audio cable just in case the battery dies and you can no longer use the Bluetooth function. And then it does also come with the airline adapter, which I don't think my BH22s came with. I know my Bose do, so that is a nice feature to add. Alright, getting into the headphones. The first thing you can point out, I mean, they're round. So the other ones were oval, and I really like those shapes, so I was a little skeptical to see how these would feel. However, I know that this is kind of the style for the Sony, probably the Beats, probably some other ones. I guess I'm not like a headphone connoisseur, I guess you could say. So looking at the leather on these, the leather on the ear cups is very nice and soft. The foam is really soft. There is some indenting from packaging, which I would assume would stay there because you're going to store them probably the same way that they came packaged, which is a little unfortunate, but I guess it didn't affect it when I wore it earlier in the day. This does have the same leather strap up here. This doesn't feel quite the same quality as what this is and what's on the BH22, but I guess if they're going to cut a corner, on top here is fine because it doesn't really make a difference to me anyway. Continuing on here, we got just volume up, volume down. It does have the charging port right here, the microphone hole, and then the power on, which you hold to turn on and off, and then also to pair, which is very similar to the BH22s. On this side, it has your switch for the active noise canceling, which we'll cover in a minute, and then your 3.5 millimeter jack here. So first thing I want to cover, which I think was the biggest thing for me, is comfortability. What is this like to wear for an extended period of time? I was a little skeptical with the round headphone design because I really am a fan of the oval design of the Bose and the BH22s, and quite frankly, I was surprised. I feel like it fit my head perfectly. These feel a little bit like springier, like it might hold too much tension, but when you put it on your head, it's not quite as much as you think it's going to be because this foam is so soft that it doesn't create tension. It just creates enough tension to hold your headphones on, which I think is actually an upgrade on the BH22s. Now moving on to sound, one of the things that I knocked the BH22s on were their sound range. I felt like their bass was really heavy and quite frankly caused some discomfort when I listened to at a high volume for extended period of time. So I was really interested to see what this would sound like, and I have to say, whatever they did, they fixed it. It's got a lot more wide open range. They seem really clear. You know, I listened at a really loud volume. Actually, by accident, when I hooked them up to my computer automatically went to 100% volume, and I didn't even notice. When I pressed play, I don't have any hearing damage, or at least any more than I already had before this. So it felt like it had a great range, and it didn't get muddy from the bass, and it felt like I could turn it up and not suffer hearing loss, at least quickly anyway. So the next thing is the active noise canceling. When I first turned it on, I thought there was something wrong with it. I didn't think it was working, but I can notice a subtle difference. But it didn't really block out background noise. Now, to be fair, I'm not on a plane and there's not like a dull roar going in the background, and maybe it would take care of that if I was on an airplane. However, sitting in my house and partaking in a meeting, it didn't do anything. I could still hear my YouTube, I could still hear Netflix. It didn't cause any any real benefits to me. So again, like the BH22s, I probably wouldn't count on these for travel, but the sound quality is good enough that I would recommend them. So, in conclusion, I think these are a great sub $60 headphone, and quite frankly, I'm surprised how good they work. I was a little skeptical that TaoTronics maybe caught lightning in a bottle on their BH22s, and those were going to be the better ones. I know these don't have as great of reviews as the BH22s, so maybe as I use them, or maybe it's the noise canceling that causes them to have worse reviews. However, I still think they're a more than solid $60 headphone. I just don't think you can go wrong. Now, they're not, like I said, they're not going to be Bose, they're not going to be Sony, they're just not quite there. But for $60, I mean, what can you get for $60? I mean, this is a great value for $60. So definitely don't hesitate for them if you're in the market in that price range. I think these are some of the best $60 headphones you can get, including the BH22s. I don't think you can go wrong with either set. Pick the style that you like, and just don't think twice about it, and don't feel sorry about it. Just own it, man. These are great headphones. Yes, they don't say Bose. Yes, they don't say Sony or Beats by Dre, but they are great headphones. Anyway, that's really all I have for you today. I am going to be doing a giveaway, and I think it's going to be on these. I couldn't decide if it was going to be the BH22s or the BH040s, but I actually really like these, so I feel comfortable giving these away. So stay tuned for that video. That will be coming up here in the next week with instructions on how to win, so you're not going to want to miss that. If you like today's video, definitely hit that like button. If you like my content, definitely hit that subscribe button as I do regular updates. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.